you ready for some football?
It's Duke and the coach.
Starting lineup features Duke, owner of your Columbus Lions professional indoor football team, and head coach Jason Gibson.
It's fast, action-packed, high-scoring football played at the Columbus Civic Center, also known as the Jungle. It's fun, affordable family entertainment. Kids keep any ball they catch and love coming onto the field after every game to meet the players and cheerleaders.
Duke and the coach are here to help you understand the game and why you need to come.
Roar, Lions, roar! Welcome to Duke and the Coach. Duke Liberatory here with the coach.
Head coach Jason Gibson.
And thanks for being with us today. We are in a good spot. The Columbus Lions in first place with home field advantage throughout the playoffs. Thanks for being with us today. That's what we'll be talking about today. We'll have a couple of special players on the program with us as well. But right now, let's talk to Coach and see, Coach, how you feeling about everything?
I feel good. It's
Feel
finally
good?
here. It's such a long season to get to this point. It's kind of not I want to say intimidating, but because I know how much work goes in the off season to get all the way back to this point of the season again, and so it's fun, but it's also some anxiety.
So we wrap up the regular season with an 8-3 record, home field advantage throughout the playoffs. The format is 2 playoff games, one here in Columbus,
Right.
one in Richmond, Virginia, and then the winner of those 2 games will play in the championship game, hopefully here in Columbus. So we'll keep our fingers crossed. We got to win tonight.
Yeah, we're the 1 seed and we get the 4 seed, and then Richmond is the 2 seed and they're playing against Nashville. So the winner of those 2 games will decide for the championship, and hopefully we'll be here in Columbus after we get a big victory tonight.
Now, we can't get too excited yet because we got to play the game. Now, when you look at the standings, we've beaten every team in the league, but the team we're playing tonight, the Lehigh Valley Steelhawks, have beaten us one time, and one of our 3 losses came against them. So, we need to go into this game ready.
Well, everybody in this league, that's what makes our league really good. Everybody in the league can beat anybody on any given night. There was a great game we played up there in Lehigh. You know, we turned the ball over in the last possession, a chance to win it. You were there, you saw it. They came down here and we did a good job. Lehigh's got a good team. They got good coaching staffs. They know what they're doing. It's the playoffs. They've had a week and a half. They've had a bye week leading into the game to prepare for this game. So, anything can happen. It's arena football.
But the odds and statistics do favor us. We are playing at home. We're playing against a team with a lesser record, a 4th place seed, so we should be able to wrap this game up tonight, but we got to play the game. Are the players ready?
Players are ready. You know, the major factor for us is you, the fans. When you have to come to Columbus, everybody talks about how difficult it is to play in Columbus. The teams, it's kind of a rumor around the league about playing in the Jungle, and it's got a reputation. And, we're tough at home. Everybody knows it. And that's probably the single biggest factor in the game will be the crowd. Yeah,
to reinforce that, I hear those kind of compliments. A couple of weeks ago, I talked to one of the players from a visiting team, and he just looked at me and he said, I hate coming here to play. But, when I talked to one of the owners, the owner at Lehigh Valley, when he was here in town, he said, this is the best place in the league to play. What he meant was it gives us the greatest advantage. It didn't mean he liked coming here, but it means he wishes he were in this environment.
You were talking about my dad was at the last game, and they were talking with the radio, or they were actually listening to the radio broadcast from the Alabama Hammer staff, and they had mentioned how of all the places they've been in professional sports, that the environment, the atmosphere, and the professionalism in Columbus was by far the best. And I thought that was a great compliment coming from radio announcers from another team when they travel. It was just, it just reinforces what you said.
And folks, you can be part of that environment, be part of our 9th man, the Columbus Lions 9th man. Come on down to the Jungle tonight. Watch us take on the Lehigh Valley Steelhawks. Hopefully we'll win this game and move on to the championship game next week. So come on down, support the team, cheer us on, and while you're down there, I'm sure you're going to have a great time. Indoor football, if you haven't seen it before, it's one of the most exciting events and activities you'll ever see. It's indoor, it's air conditioned, there's a roof over top in case it rains, so we got the perfect climate in there, and we want you to complete the climate with being part of the 9th man crowd. So come on down, stay with us, the Columbus Lions tonight in the Jungle. Come on down, we'll be right back with more Duke and the Coach.
Hi, I'm Dr. Jan McBarron, owner of Georgia Bariatric since 1987. What's your number?
67, 38, 80, 65, 53.
It's really just not the number. It's about your health and about how you feel.
35. How about 112? 55.
It's your turn. This is your time. You deserve it. I can help you. Here's my number.
You're watching Duke and the Coach.
Welcome back to Duke and a Coach, and we are here with special guest Kacie Caston, our starting quarterback. Welcome to the show, Kacie. Great to have you with us.
Thank you for having me.
How's things going?
It's going really great right now. Getting excited for the game tonight, and I expect a lot out of our team, especially our offense.
Well, you look excited. I hope you guys are prepared because it's a big game. All the money's on the line. From here on out, we got to win every one. Seems like it's been that way all season long, but here it's for real. It's win or go home. So we wish you lots of luck tonight. We want our fans to come out and support you guys tonight. So tell us a little bit about yourself. I know you started the season not as the starting quarterback. Our starting quarterback went down early in the season. Second game, I believe, you came in. Did okay, I'd say.
Yeah. It's been a great ride. That was a great start to the year. We got the start. We got the first one with Antoine, and then, like you said, he got hurt week 2. I came in and I played my best, and I've been able to start every game since then. So I'm blessed and lucky for that. And offensively, we've had a lot of great things going for us with receivers. We've had a lot of different guys step up. Makes my job easier. So we're hoping that we carry that momentum into the game tonight.
Yeah, well, we'll be out there cheering you on, hoping you do as well. So you've now played maybe 9 or 10 indoor football games. What's it like? What are some of the differences? What do you like about indoor football compared to traditional outside 11-man football?
I like the speed of the game. It's a little different. You throw the ball almost every play. I don't know how many times you run the ball game. Probably only a few, maybe 5 or 6 times.
Kind of quarterback dream, isn't
it? It is a quarterback dream, though, throwing the ball so much. It's one of those games where you get the ball to your hand as fast as you can and let the receivers kind of do the rest. So.
Yeah. Well, Coach, how's Kacie been as a player and as a teammate? And you've been around the league enough years now that you've seen many. How does he stack up?
It's been great. We've had a lot of quarterbacks here, a lot of really good quarterbacks. Kacie, to come into preseason, he doesn't know this, so he may laugh, but we were looking at the roster preseason camp, and I almost didn't bring him in because I didn't really know who he was. Our personnel guy brought him in, and then I kind of changed my mind the last second, and he came in and just had that. Some guys just have it. Some guys just have it, the it factor.
Yeah.
And I remember when Antoine went down in pregame against Trenton in week 2, and nobody even on the team even flinched. None of the vets flinched. Nobody was like, "Oh no, our quarterback went down." And I was thinking about that this week. About we went this whole season and we led the entire league in offense with a rookie quarterback who wasn't even really expected to play.
So you're saying none of the guys flinched, meaning they had confidence in our backup, Kacie?
Players recognize talent almost more than coaches know. I mean, that's the biggest compliment when a veteran will come to me and say, "Coach, that guy's pretty good." That's when guys are really good. And of course we have we have our opinions because we're the coach, but when your teammates support you and back you up, and that's when you've made the right decisions.
Okay. Well, one thing I want to point out to the crew here, you might have to widen that doorway over there. I see Kacie's head getting a little bigger with all these compliments. So got to widen the doorway so he can fit his head through on the way out. I'm only kidding. I know you're a great.
I will give him this though. I mean, we've had a couple of games. We had a game in Nashville, a hit this past week. I mean, he's taking some shots, some serious shots. A couple of them, I think maybe the cuckoo birds were out.
Yeah.
He won't come out. I've had to burn a timeout once or twice just to keep him in the game, and he keeps fighting through it.
I see him nowadays reaching for the wall a little bit more with that ball, committing to out of bounds.
He's learning. Yeah. The first couple of games he's running around, rolling right, throwing left, and Brett Favre-ing it, and now he's starting to learn.
I guess that's a little bit of a learning curve. And knowing that wall's there, it's your friend sometimes. When you're running with the ball, it can be your friend. But,
absolutely.
The ball's pretty hard, isn't it?
It is. Ran into the wall a couple times. It doesn't give.
Well, listen, I know you enjoy the closeness to the fans that indoor arena football brings you. You get to meet the fans after the game. You get to see them throughout the city here of Columbus, and it's a great event. So, fans, we want you to come on down, say hello to Kacie after the games. And if you come down to the game, I want you to know about this. This is how I got involved with indoor football. I caught a ball at one of the first game I ever came to, and I haven't missed a game since. It was such an exciting event for me. So, if the ball goes into the stands, you get to take it home as a souvenir with you. So, but you have to throw the player back if he ends up in the stands. But I have a favor to ask you. You guys can both coordinate on this. Since I enjoyed catching that ball so much, next time you're over at the 25-yard line throwing it my way, you throw it a little high. Maybe I can catch another ball.
Out of bounds.
Yeah, you can call the right play, Coach, and you can throw it just right. Can we pull that off, you think?
I think so.
All right.
Maybe.
Well, Kacie, I'd like to thank you for being here and wish you the best of luck tonight. This is the big game. All the money's on the line. We take on the Lehigh Valley Steelhawks, and we want all of our fans down there to come down and be part of the ninth man crowd cheering the Columbus Lions on to victory so we can play in that championship game. Kacie, good luck tonight.
Thank you very much.
We wish you the best. And
appreciate it.
We'll have you back on after the championship game.
Absolutely.
If we win. So we'll be here for sure, right?
All right.
Okay,
Yeah, we will.
Good, man. Thanks for being here. We'll be right back with more Duke and the Coach in just a moment.
Frisky Whiskey in West Point is now open for business 7 days a week with new extended hours and well worth the drive. With 8,000 square feet of space, the selections are huge and the price savings are even bigger. We have 24 doors of beer choices, including the latest specialty and craft beers. The wine racks are stocked with top name brands and a great selection of high-end wines. Don't forget to check out a variety of liquors, mixers, and specialty drinks too. We also have gift sets for that special holiday gift. Now open on Sundays at 12:30. Frisky Whiskey, located at Exit 2 off I-85 in West Point.
You're watching Duke and the Coach.
We're back here with Duke and the Coach, and I do feel the excitement building as the moments tick away. Playoff game tonight in the jungle. The Columbus Lions take on the Lehigh Valley Steelhawks in a playoff game that will lead to the championship game. So come on out. Cheer the players on, stick around after the game, say hello, get some autographs. You'll have a great time. If you haven't been to arena football before, you're going to enjoy it. So come on down. And in this segment, we have a special guest with us. His name is Michael Reef. Welcome to the show, Goose.
Thank you. Pleasure
and
to be
folks,
here.
it's a pleasure. And folks, I call him Goose because, and we don't really know where that name came from, but that's been his Columbus given name. And I've asked around, and nobody seems to know where the name came from. But you all right with that, Goose?
Yes,
I like
yeah,
it.
I like it.
I like it because the goose is on the loose now.
Goose is on the loose now.
Yeah. Well, tell us a little bit about your season journey. I know you've been around since training camp. Haven't seen you play a whole lot, and this last game you had a breakout game, and it was your first start, right?
Yes, yeah. Came into camp, I did pretty well. Got hurt, unfortunately, so I had to miss a few games. When I came back, wasn't really, same, wasn't clicking. And then towards the past couple of weeks, the defense has really helped me out, helped me get off press coverage, and I feel like that's what I needed. So it all showed in the game.
Well, you have been a model of perseverance. Like I said, you've been here now probably 4 or 5 months.
Yeah.
I mean, and just getting to play now, and you had a breakout game, 11 receptions for over 125 yards or something. That's a dynamite game.
Thank you.
And I think you had 3 TDs, right?
Yes, yeah, 3. I had 3.
Statistician took one away from you, I
Yeah.
know, but we'll get it back for you, okay?
Yeah, 2, 6, 7 guys, you can't really tell.
Well,
who's
that's
out
right.
there.
You give us that twin tower threat. Now, Coach, tell us a little bit about that. He's 6'7". Ibagwa's 6'7", so we got those 2 towers.
We've been trying to get it there all year long to get those 2 to play together, but it just didn't work out in the beginning. Michael was a rookie, and we talked about the story and his perseverance of being on the practice squad the entire season. And it's a lesson, not just in football but in life with anything. If anybody who's trying to chase or obtain a dream or a job or a career or any kind of goal, for what he's done. We have 2 players on the team for what they've done and what Mike's done to get to that point. And I always tell people, just be ready for when opportunity presents itself. And then if you take advantage of it, then that's up to you. You can't control that. And for him to come out and have a breakout game, and now we're getting to the playoffs, the biggest game of the season, and we're trying to game plan and figure out how to get him the ball after all this has happened. It's just it's what life's all about, and hard work. It's what hard work does for you.
All right, so perseverance, discipline, stick with itness, or whatever you want to call it. But tell us a little bit about where are you from? Where were you born?
I was born in Seattle, Washington.
So Seattle, Washington.
Yeah.
It's a long way away from Columbus, Georgia.
Yeah, it's a long way away. My father's lived in Memphis, so I've been in the South a little bit.
Okay.
But I like Columbus. It's a nice city.
It is a good city, and we welcome you here. We hope you're enjoying it, and we hope you stick around.
We hope he comes back.
Yeah, well, we hope you have at least another game after tonight. We hope you come back next year because I think if the last game was anything to hang your hat on, 11 receptions for 125 yards, it's quite an accomplishment. Congratulations.
Thank you.
And what have you learned about the indoor? This is your first year in arena football, right?
Yes.
So what have you learned about it? How is it different than 11-man football?
It's a lot faster. That wall comes up pretty fast, so you have to watch out for that. Second play of the game, I went over the wall. So it was an experience, but it's been fun learning.
Yeah.
It's been fun learning.
Well, I saw you hit the wall like that when you went over, and I thought, boy, this is either going to make or break him here. He either he wins or that wall wins. And if you come back, and you did great. Yeah, I think that was like kind of the opening up of your game, because that was right at the beginning. But then after that, you blossomed, boy. You had a lot of great catches. You got great hands. I remember watching you throughout training camp. I don't think you dropped a pass all training camp. It's kind of a little side joke. I don't know if you got to catch wind of that or not. Did you hear any of that?
Oh yeah, I heard it from you a few times.
Yeah.
If I do drop it,
We let them know.
Yeah, you let them know. Well, good. Well, so what would you say to a kid out there, a youngster that might be watching today's show, looking for a life lesson or a lesson in football? What kind of advice would you give to a child?
I would just say never give up. Anything can happen. It might look a certain way, but if you keep with it, things usually turn out for the best.
Well, you certainly, as I said, have been a model of perseverance and being able to stick with your goal. We wish you the best of luck, and we know that perseverance does pays off. So if you're out there, that is great advice, by the way. I could second that. Perseverance, there's nothing like determination and perseverance. There's no substitute for it. So it's paid off for you. We hope you'll stick around Columbus for a while with us, at least 2 more games and maybe a couple more seasons as well. Welcome here. We wish you the best, and I'm glad to hear you're enjoying the city.
I look forward to tonight. It's a huge game, playoff game tonight, and if you've never seen 2 big 6'7" guys catching footballs, you need to come out tonight. So it'll be a great game. We expect to get Mike the ball, Terrence the ball. It's going to be a phenomenal game, and hopefully you'll get about 3 or 4 touchdowns.
Now, you'll stick around after the game and come back onto the field and sign autographs for our fans, right?
Yes.
That's one of the best parts of indoor football. I'll tell you, you point out the wall is different. Coming around after the games and signing autographs is a big thrill, especially for our youngsters. When they come onto the field and see you guys after the game, it's a big, exciting moment for them. So come on down, get your autograph from Goose and the rest of the players after the game. If a ball comes into the stands and you catch it, you get to take it home as a souvenir. Where else can you do something like that? That's great. So we wish you the best of luck. Come on down, Goose, and see Goose tonight in the jungle. Hopefully you'll get a couple more TDs, a bunch of interceptions, and lead us on to victory. So best of luck.
Thank you.
We'll be back with more Duke and the Coach in just a moment. Stay with us.
Hi, I'm Dr. Jan McBaron, owner of Georgia Bariatrics since 1987. What's your number?
67, 38, 80, 65, 53,
It's really just not the number. It's about your health and about how you feel.
35, how about 112, 55?
It's your turn. This is your time. You deserve it. I can help you. Here's my number.
Welcome back to Duke and the Coach, and in this segment we're here in the studio with Tori Massey of the Columbus Lions cheerleaders group. So Tori, welcome to the show. It's great to have you with us.
Oh, thank you so much. I'm so happy to be here.
Well, thank you, and you girls always look so great in your outfits, and thank you for being part of the organization. We're happy to have you part of it. Tell us a little bit about yourself. You are the captain of the CLC.
Yes.
And tell us a little bit about your background, where you grew up and where you went to school. And
Okay. I'm actually from Huntsville, Alabama. That's where I'm a native of. I just recently completed my degree with Troy University Phoenix City campus, and I've got a master's degree in clinical mental health counseling. Thank God I'm finished.
That's good for you.
Yes, and so in my spare time, well, not in my spare time, but actually what I do for a living is I'm a therapist, an in-home therapist. I work with families and children that have been dealing with issues of domestic violence and just things of that nature to preserve family units.
So you're not only pretty, you're smart as well, and you're a hard worker too.
Yes, I believe hard work is essential.
And I see you out there with the other young ladies giving instruction and helping them come along and all that, so we appreciate what you do. Tell us a little bit about the Columbus Lions cheerleaders and the CLC.
Yes.
That's a new term I've heard this year, CLC, Columbus Lions cheerleaders. That's what it means. Tell us a little bit about the organization, how it's structured, and who participates.
Okay, Columbus Lions cheerleaders is an umbrella term for three special group of young young ladies that we have right now. The ladies include the Lionettes, which are elementary and middle school aged girls, and then our new group is our teenagers, the Junior Lady Lions, that are actually, you know, high school age girls. And then of course you have us, the Lady Lions, that are 18 and above.
And I see you, kind of mentoring the younger group. So you kind of instruct them, you kind of bring them under your fold, and you kind of become like a mentor or a big sister. Is that right?
Yes, it's more than just cheerleading. It's a mentorship type program. We have little sisters that we adopt from the Lady Lions and the juniors, and we just do community activities with them. Community involvement is very important to us, and we want to make sure that we foster, positive outlooks for these young ladies.
When I see you all and all the little girls, it's so, so rewarding to see that, because all smiley faces, all having a good time, looking so well. So you guys, you cheer at the games.
Yes.
As you said, you do public appearances?
Yes, we do lots of public appearances, and they're just for the community. If you want us to come, just make sure you contact us on our Facebook page or on the website or even at the Lions office. And we love to do those appearances to reach out to the community.
Well, that's great. Now, if another girl wanted to participate with you guys, it's too late for this year, obviously,
right.
But for next year, there's always next year. They can sign up and they could contact you, and we could get that in place, right?
Of course. We'd love to have your young ladies be a part of our program. It's really, really fun for the girls. Fun, fast, family, affordable football. So that's what we kind of push. And of course, we do those fun, upbeat routines. And you can just contact us again through the Facebook or the website. And we'd love to have them next year.
And when our fans come down to the games, you guys are part of the after the game on the field celebration. So our fans in the audience can come down onto the field and say hello to you guys, get an autograph, take some photos, right?
Absolutely. We're on the field for about 30 minutes after the game, and we're going to be there signing autographs and taking pictures with anybody who wants one.
Well, that's great, and that always is a fun time. To me, that's a highlight of the day, and I know it is when I see those children down there on the field mingling with the players,
yes.
The Columbus Lions organization staff, and you, the cheerleaders, and even the younger girls as well. To me, it's a highlight of the day. So that's why one of the reasons we want our fans to come out. That's an opportunity you have to come onto the field after the game, meet the players, say hello to me, say hello to Tori, have a good time, and that's what the Columbus Lions is all about, involving the community, getting you to participate, and getting to know the players and the people better, giving you positive role models and images like Tori. As she said, you work hard, you've gotten your education, you go to school, you take care of yourself, you help give back to the community by training the younger girls, and we want to thank you for being here today, and thank you for being part of the Columbus Lions organization.
Oh, thank you for having me.
Folks, we'll be right back with more Duke and the Coach in just a moment.
Get a new look and the expert tailoring to make it yours right now at Men's Warehouse. Select suits are on sale for $179.99. Plus, buy one, get one free on almost everything else in the store. Only at Men's Warehouse.
Welcome back to Duke and the Coach, and the excitement is building. We need you in the Civic Center, or the Jungle as we like to call it. Tonight we'll be taking on the Lehigh Valley Steelhawks in playoff game number 1. We win this game, we go on to the championship next week, but you can make a difference. Come on down and cheer like crazy, because the Lions want you out there. We have a lot of great fun in store. Hopefully a big win will be the biggest treat, but a lot of activities at the stadium. Remember, you can always get the Lions autographs after the game. You can meet the cheerleaders. You can meet everybody in the organization on the field after the game, especially if it's a big victory celebration. So we want you out there in the Jungle roaring the Columbus Lions on. Coach, what do you say this segment we do our coach's question? Ask the coach a couple of questions. What do you think?
Yeah, always, man. That's a good part.
It's always one of my favorites. I'd like to see you get caught off guard if you don't know where these are coming.
You got some good questions.
All right, let's do it. Let's get the first question. And we're here with Logan, again, having a blast at the Columbus Lions Fan Fest. Logan wants to know something, and he wants to ask one of the players. Logan, what do you want to know?
I want to know why is a kicker so important?
Logan wants to know, why is a kicker so important? Well, let's find out, okay? Thank you. Give me 5. So, Coach, why is the kicker so important? I see kickers in this league sometimes scoring 10, 15 points in a game.
I mean, typically, I'm not a kicker kind of guy, but Lindsey's pretty good for us. Lindsey Wolf, our kicker, is really good, and there's countless games that we've gone back and looked at the points that a field goal here, an extra point there, it adds up at the end of the game because there's so much scoring in arena football that you win 52-51, and you look back and say, wow, those 9 points that the kicker made were tremendous.
A big difference.
And it really add up. It really add up.
And he takes up a roster spot. Now, a lot of our listeners, our viewers, were real curious to find out that we only had 20 men on a roster. The kicker takes up one of those spots.
The kicker takes up one, and a backup quarterback takes up one. So you're limiting your roster, but the kicker's is important. I mean, technically, he's scoring more points than most guys. If he's doing 11, 12 points a game, I mean, that's a lot of points.
And remember, we got the Uno. A lot of folks don't know about that. So what that means is, folks, when our kicker kicks off after we score a touchdown or a field goal, when he kicks off from his own goal line, if he kicks it through the uprights, he gets a point. That's called an Uno.
Oh, that's huge. That's a backbreaker.
And the goalposts are small.
And they add up. I mean, it's like, hitting a hole-in-one on a par 3. It's tough.
It really is.
He's really good at it, and he's really good at it at home. So when you see all the fans holding their fingers up in the air when the kickoff, that's what they want. They want Lindsey to kick an Uno.
And that 1 point can make a difference.
Definitely.
All right, so that's why kickers make a difference. So what's the next question? So, Jordan, what do you want to find out about the Columbus Lions?
How many Lions are there?
And how many Lions are there? I don't know, but we'll find out, okay? Give me 5. Yeah, buddy. Thank you, Jordan. You're a good guy. Coach, how many Lions are there? Now, we had Goose on earlier. He said he come from, what did he say, Oregon or Washington?
Washington, yeah.
And then we had Kacie on. He came from
Buffalo
State, New York. So
they come from all over. There's 27 guys on a Lions roster. We can only dress 20. That's how many players we have, and typically you have 6 guys on offense and 6 guys on defense. So, 8 and 8. Listen to me, I'm
you
the coach.
Must be new around here.
Yeah. So that's 16 players. It only leaves you 4 subs.
Yeah.
On a game day roster, you have 4 subs. And you just mentioned one of them's a kicker, one's a backup quarterback.
Yeah.
So you have 2 subs for about 8 positions.
Yeah, and you've shown how important it is that the 27-man roster is deep, like Goose.
Yeah.
He came in late in the season, just came in last game, had a great game, but he'd been sitting on the 27-man roster all season, but hadn't suited up.
All season long, we had a team meeting real quick about, we had another player go down who's a really good player for us late in the year. And I walked in the meeting, I asked the players who Wally Pipp was, and nobody knew who he was. And obviously, Wally Pipp was the first baseman who got hurt, and then a guy named Luke Gehrig came in and played.
Yeah.
And so, and then Goose and Michael's in that position. We have other players. It's man down, next man up. And so we have 27 guys on the roster, and that's what makes up this squad.
All right, well, that's how many Lions there are. Thanks for the question. And who do we have next? What is that question? All right, we are here with Anthony, and Anthony has a question for the coach. What do you want to know, Anthony?
When's the next game?
When's the next game? We want to know. We can't stand it. We need another game. We'll find out for you, Anthony. Okay?
Okay.
Good job. Yeah. Oh, that's a big question, Coach. I have a question for you. Is there going to be well, the next game is tonight.
The next game's tonight
Yeah.
in the Civic Center. Loud, we need you in the jungle. It's playoff versus Lehigh Valley. We're going to win this game. We're going to win it with the fans, and then we're going to go to the championship on July 6th here in the Civic Center. But tonight's game is what we need to get done.
That's right. We need to win tonight. Then we can worry about that July 6th Monday night game, which I think is kind of exciting. I like to get there. Monday night football in July. But tonight's game is the one that is most important right now, and you can make a difference. Come out and be part of the 9th man crowd in the jungle tonight. Come on, stay around on the field after the game and meet all the players, get some signatures and autographs. So we want you down there tonight in the jungle against the Lehigh Valley Steelhawks tonight in the Columbus Lions playoff game. Come on down. Hey, folks, why don't we give it a wrap here? Everybody come on out here. Everybody who's participated in the show, and let's give a big Lions wrap. What do you say?
Yeah.
All right, let's look at the camera, and I'm going to do a roar, Lions, and we'll do a roar at the end, okay? Ready? Roar, Lions, roar!